Uses of adverbs. I made this video on my students' demand who said me to make video on this specific topic, so you can also tell me for making video on your specific topic. First of all, why we use adverbs? Here are some reasons. The first one is to add detail and make sentences more interesting. The second one is to answer questions like how, when, where, and how often. And the third one, for to make our meaning clearer and more exact. Overall, we use adverbs to give more information about a verb, an adjective, or an other adverb. They help us to understand how, when, where, or to what extent something happens. Let's understand by examples. Adverb of manner tells about how. For example, she runs quickly. In this sentence, quickly tells about how she runs. Adverb of time tells about when. For example, he came yesterday. In this sentence, yesterday tells about when he came. Adverb of place tells about where. For example, they are playing outside. In this sentence, outside tells where they are playing. Adverb of frequency tells about how often. For example, I always brush my teeth. In this sentence, always tells about how often. Adverb of degree tells about to what extent. For example, she is very smart. In this sentence, very tells about how smart she is. Now, here are some important points about adverbs. Many adverbs end in ly. For example, quickly, slowly, or happily. Some adverbs do not end in ly. For example, now, soon, never, very, or well. Adverbs can be placed at the beginning, middle, or end of a sentence. Now, here is a story, The Magical Morning. In this story, many adverbs are used, and guys, you will tell me in comments about which adverbs are used. One day, early in the morning, a little girl named Alia woke up suddenly. She had heard a strange noise coming from the garden. She got dressed quickly and ran outside. The wind was blowing softly and the flowers were dancing happily. Curiously, Alia followed the sound. She walked quietly through the bushes and looked around carefully. Suddenly, a tiny fairy appeared. The fairy smiled sweetly and said, "You came bravely. I need your help." Alia listened attentively as the fairy explained that her wand was lost. So they searched everywhere, behind the trees, under the leaves, and inside the flower beds. Finally, Alia found the wand gently resting inside a rose. The fairy clapped excitedly and rewarded her with a sparkling bracelet. Alia thanked her politely and returned home happily, never forgetting her magical morning adventure.